Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dating Diaries with Raquel and Brittany.
Hello, hello. Oh my God, what an intro.
Yeah, right? Something different?
Yes.
It just puts me in the mood.
Bow,
Pew, chicka, pew, pew. Hi, Brittany.
Hey, everyone. Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Brittany, say it right.
Oh, say it not at all.
There you go.
Oh my God.
I'm so happy to be here. How are you guys doing?
I'm glad. It feels like a whole week we haven't seen each other.
Because it has been.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Raw dog.
Oh damn.
I just love saying your name. I'm so sorry.
Oh my. Well, apparently, no more.
Is that his official nickname
Apparently
now?
because Big Dog just went out the door. It's always been
oh
Raw Dog,
my
but
God.
it's okay. It's okay. We'll stick with Raw Dog.
That's a nasty name.
I don't know.
Really? Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
So, ladies,
Excuse me.
are you back?
I'm sorry. I'm getting over a cold. Sorry, audience.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my God.
There's going to be a lot of coughing in this one, isn't it?
Yes.
That's okay. It's all right.
Okay. So one of the things that I want to bring up to you guys is body count. It's a thing.
Ooh.
It's a thing. I was asking a few females, and they said that body counts now is no longer a shame thing for women. It's something to be proud of, like guys. It's something.
Who told you that lie?
Well, I'm just saying, it was out there. Couple of young kids. How
old? Like, what's their age
They're
range?
probably like in their mid-20s.
Oh,
But,
okay.
Yeah, body count is no longer a shaming thing anymore.
Or
apparently.
20-year-olds, apparently.
Yes, but I mean, did you ask an older person?
Well, I think older generations might be a little bit different.
Yeah, well, we still have respect for ourselves at some point, I think. But actually, body counts, though, I think, you know what? That brings equality to the whole thing because it's true. Guys go to the bars and they talk about how they met this one chick or they talked about this other chick and how, oh, yeah, we did it. And the other guys are like, woo! If you put a girl in that situation, it would be like, oh, my God, you're such a slut.
Oh, my Lord.
Okay, so let me tell you
But now
something.
it's like, woo!
I'm going to be honest with you, Mr. Raw Dog. When girls get together, no matter what age, we talk about some dirty stuff.
I'm not talking, but I'm talking about body count. So
we talk about body count too.
Can I say this?
Yes.
Yes. I know this is going to sound terrible when I say it, but it's true. Yes, we'll woo-hoo you when you tell us if you're a female, but behind your back, we're going to be like, she's a SO. Girl, did you hear how many guys she's
Yeah, girls do that.
Oh,
yeah.
no, she did not.
We're petty that way.
That's what really goes down.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, with guys, it doesn't matter. If you
Depends, because I could tell you at least 6 stories where the number mattered to a man.
To a
for
man?
A woman?
Like a woman has.
Oh,
if a
please.
woman has a more body count than the man, then there is that. There's still that. What's the word? You still get frowned upon. You still get looked
that
down.
negative stigma.
There's still that negative stigma with men. We like to have the illusion that it doesn't matter. Woo hoo hoo. But I feel like it's still an illusion. It's really not true.
There are. I'm not gonna lie. There are some men that still look at that as a negative thing. They look at women with lots of partners, lots of the body count, as you say,
right.
And they do look down on them. And I wish it could be different, but I think it's really a lot of how they grew up and how
maybe now the Gen Zs may be more forgiving.
Yeah,
I think they are because, like I said, I did talk to
millennials. What are you guys?
Me, I'm a Gen X.
Gen X, millennials, they're not that forgiving when it comes to numbers. But I think it's really nice to see that Gen Zs perhaps are more forgiving now. But I think they live in a whole different world than we did. But.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do.
I'm starting to see that the more that we talk to people who are younger, I'm starting to see that shift, that transition into people being more open about talking about sex and
But
having.
I'm not dating a Gen Z. I'm dating millennial.
I know, but what I'm saying is that
Would you date a Gen Z?
No, no, I would not. So I have to kind of be cautious because if you
Okay.
think of the millennials, and I have had a moment where I had to tell them my body count, and I was honest, and they were very mean about it. They were not okay.
But has there been a person that, or a guy that you have told your body count and they were cool with it?
No,
So everybody, all guys that you told, they've all
the
been
three
bad
guys that I
and negative.
told,
And
the three guys that I did tell, they were negative. So after those three guys, I never really said it my number anymore because
Oh,
you kind of
okay.
learn through experience. If you don't get, if you get three negative feedback with the same situation, I mean, to repeat it again, it just feels like
so
insanity.
now, when they ask you, they're just curious. What do you tell them?
I usually just say, I just keep it to a lucky 7. Lucky 7. Just stick to your
Lucky,
7. You're my
no.
8th. And every time they ask me that, you're still my 8th.
You're
Okay,
my
we're just going to
eighth.
continue with the 8th. And you just never, you know what? If you stick to the same number, you just don't get caught in a lie.
That's right. You tell everybody the same number, and you're like,
Yes. And it's, so yeah, I want to believe that some men are not. And maybe there is some men there now. Maybe the majority don't seem to be that way because I keep bumping to, at least the millennials tend to be very. So I have a friend, right? She's engaged, and she was honest with her fiance about the number while they were boyfriend and
was she
girlfriend.
millennial?
Yes, she's a millennial.
Okay.
Her boyfriend's also a millennial, and I kid you not, they almost broke up because of it.
Was it a high number?
Yes.
Well, what would be considered high though? Because
Okay, so I guess they went to a doctor's appointment together, and it was her gynecologist
they asked her
asking
the
questions,
questions,
and
yeah.
he was there, and so she was honest with the gynecologist, and she said, "Oh, I think she said it was like about 60,"
it's not
and
bad.
then exactly right, but for him it was.
What did he have, like 10?
He said, well, here's what happened, right? So so at the end of this appointment, he asked her, like he addressed the whole situation, like, so you slept with 60, and then she goes, well, 60 from what I remember, and he's like, but I really don't know how many, and then he goes, how could you not know? Like, he shamed her, like, and this was a time, and so mind you, the conversation happened a second time, and now I was in that conversation, my other friend was in that conversation, and then he still made her feel bad about it, and I said,
That's
look,
terrible.
I had to tell him, like, hey, when you're in your 20s, you're having fun. You're not in a committed relationship. And, those were her 20s. And she's with you and she's faithful to you now and she's committed to you. So I feel that, forgive her for what she did in her 20s and don't shame her for it. But he kind of was annoyed with me. But you could tell that it bothered him, but they worked through it and, they were able to get past it and they're going to get married soon and I'm excited for them. But,
And you know what? At least she was honest with him.
yeah.
Yeah, she could have said maybe 5, and you never know. He probably would have been like, 5? I think just 1 is, to people or guys like that who are very traditional.
What
and-
about you? Do you tell people your
let me
real number?
let me finish my thought first. So,
Oh my God, hurry up then.
guys who are very traditional, even 1 is too much for them. So you just don't know, how those type of people that, because they think that way, that, they're very unforgiving to situations like that. But okay, thank you for letting me finish my thought. I appreciate it. But what was your question?
It's okay. It doesn't matter. You're good.
So, I got a question for you both. Body count. Okay, so you guys have stories. You guys have experiences. We all have something very similar. We all kind of feel that it can be used in a bad and a good way. So when you say there are guys that don't mind and prefer you having a high body count, you said you had 6 stories. Tell me about one of those stories.
Okay.
Oh,
Go. Do you want?
I have a story.
No, Brittany had a story.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
So one of the stories, I guess it was this guy that I really, really liked, and we were dating for about, I want to say like 6 months, and then he asked me like, he goes, I'm just curious, how many people have you had, those good times with? And then I remember I told him, I remember I gave him my real number, and I just saw his facial expression. He had like his eyes bugged out, like, what? He's like, and one of the things that he said that really hurt, and I think it really impacted me when I would tell people, it was, did you not respect yourself enough to not do that with so many people?
So you were judged by that in a negative connotation.
I did, and I did feel bad, and then I was like, then it made me
But
question
why,
it. Why did I feel bad?
Yeah, I mean, let me ask you this.
Because I loved him, and someone that you love is judging you.
No, I understand.
So I think that's why I felt bad.
Because he made her feel bad. Because he told her
but-
in a very judgmental type of way.
Yes.
Okay, but
Very true.
how are you going to allow somebody else to make you feel a certain way? Let me ask you this: through every experience that you've had, I'm sure not all of them were the best, and not all of them were the worst. But I'm assuming that most portions of them were up there. You were happy with them. You were happy. You were satisfied. So
I guess I'm a little confused as to what your question is. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, no, that's what I'm saying. So if you were satisfied, you have nothing to be ashamed of. You have nothing to be like, oh my God. I honestly, I can't say I have a high body count, but I would probably say between 30 and 40 maybe.
Yeah. But it's different for a man. It really is. I feel like when guys say I have 50, 60, it's viewed differently because they're like, oh, you were going to say something? Go for it.
No.
Because I know you always got good stuff to say. So I'm like, go ahead, girl.
No.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's different because I could say I have 60 and you could say you have 60.
Okay.
But a woman's going to view a man having 60 as, oh, he's experienced. You know what he's doing in the bed. Wow, I'm excited. He probably knows how to work different parts of my body versus when a woman says she has 60, the man is not thinking, oh, she's experienced. Wow, she has, like, those are not the things he's thinking about.
Well,
he's probably thinking, wow, that's a lot. What was she doing? And when was she getting all these men? Like, just like that guy said it. Yes, I know I shouldn't have felt bad, but it's easy for someone to say you shouldn't.
Right.
But when you have someone, let me put it this way. When you have your father telling you, you cannot be sleeping around with a bunch of guys that makes you, floozy.
Gotcha.
And that's not the words I usually use, but I'm trying to make it appropriate for the audience. That's going to hurt because guess what? It's your dad. You love him.
That I understand.
And so you have a man that you love and you care, and they're viewing you in that way.
Gotcha.
Because your body count is much higher than theirs. So that's the first thing that they are going to ask is like, what? Did you not respect yourself enough to give yourself to so many men? Not that, oh my gosh, that is, man, you have so much credit. You probably know what you're doing. That's not what came out. That's not what came out of the 3 guys. And there were 3 different guys with 3 different lifestyles, 3 different ways of growing up, and it still was the same outcome. So then that to me is like, well, I'm not going to put myself out there again.
So then I guess depending on who you're dating, because I guess like the newer generation seems to be okay with it from what I gather. I guess our generation, we still have a negative connotation towards it. But, in all honesty, you're an MVP in my book. You're an MVP. Shit, 60, man, you go one more and you get a medal. One more. I think, hey, I think it's a beautiful experience that you have. It brings arousal. It brings a whole bunch of other things. And I think it allows you to really, just kind of be free. And
What allows you to be free?
being physical.
Oh, I see. You're talking about the act of sex.
Yes.
No,
And-
What about your thoughts?
Miss
I can't remember.
Raquel.
Miss Ra Ra.
Rah rah. I like rah rah better. But yes. What about you? I know you're not a millennial, but in your generation, how do they perceive numbers? Because I think you and Raw Dog are in the same generation, right?
Gen X, what up, people?
So tell us how Gen X perceive it.
Gosh. I think, because we're the older generation, yes, we are old school. And I think, I'm not saying all Gen Xers feel this way, because I know Raw Dog doesn't feel this way, but the majority do feel that, you know what, if women have a big body count, then that's frowned upon. If men have a big body count, then that's to be applauded, It's sad, but that's just the way, because we grew up with the older generation, and that's how they brought us up to believe, and yeah, it kind of sucks, because I think that if I was brought up differently, I think I probably wouldn't be so afraid to try experiences, when I was younger. And because I put things in my head, the family, no, you're gonna be called a slut if you do this. If you don't marry, as a virgin, you're gonna go to hell. And I mean, my parents were very religious, so they really took it there. So they, in a sense, I think they kind of traumatized me. And I really do wish that it was different, because if I would have just, not listened to, their fears that, and their expectations that were putting upon me, I think I would have been in a different place. I would have been experiencing more people. And I know it's...
Okay, wait, let me stop you just for a second. And I don't mean
why
to
stop me? I'm continuing.
Well, because...
Go ahead.
So you're going about all this now. How about now? You are older. You're more free. You shouldn't really care what other people think at this point.
Well, that's the thing, because it's a trauma that I'm working through right now. And because it is still a trauma, I have fears
So are you active?
about being more, open and sexual with
The
people.
clam being open?
Clam, Snappy the clam.
I mean, we've had other conversations with other people, with you, and then you mentioned, your interactions with men and in a sexual manner and all that. Would you say this affects you in the dating scene?
Oh my gosh, definitely. Yeah, it does affect me, because I am so careful of who, how do I say this?
Who in the sheets?
Because I'm a Gen Xer, I'm going to say it in a biblical kind of way. Who I lay with.
Oh, Jesus.
I like that one.
I am very careful as honestly, I date a lot, but that doesn't mean I sleep with the guys.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. If you, after how many dates would you then lay with this man, huh?
Not that. Okay. If we really like each other, I think, I don't know, maybe.
I'm sorry, you're making me feel like.
Because I'm taking too long to respond.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
It shouldn't be a thing because
I know.
No,
gosh.
I mean, be honest. Just say, hey, after date number 4.
No, it depends.
He's getting some.
Raquel, he just
depends.
called you a liar. I'm
I
kidding.
know. It probably.
Well, I have recorded
they want me
proof
to respond,
of
and then
these.
you guys are talking over me. You want me to respond? Sí o no,
That's
cabrón?
true. Let her finish her thought.
After the 3rd, 4th date, probably, if we're vibing.
4th date?
Okay, that's fair.
That's
fair.
That's a good time.
Okay.
That's a good time.
And you got to have that connection and everything, correct?
Yes, of course.
No.
I have a question
What's up?
For who?
for you.
Oh, tell me.
Do you tell people your number?
Ooh,
Your body count, I mean.
the body count.
3.
You know what? Not a lot of people ask us old dusties our number.
Because they know it's high, huh?
I don't know. Probably. Unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know what it is, but my number is not high. But I really don't tell a lot of people. But if they do ask me, I'll be honest with them. I have no qualms.
I'm just joking. I'm just like, what is it?
Okay, how about this? I'll tell my number if everybody here tells their number.
Raw Dog, tell us. Well, Raw Dog already told us.
No, he gave us a range. He didn't.
I don't know. Look.
Filthy. I'm
A few moments later.
So my body count honestly is between 20 to 30 people approximately, around that much. Mm-hmm. Most of my relationships or the people I was with, I did have.
Dang, you were in a lot of relationships, 30 to 40.
They were all relationships?
Well, not all were relationships, but
okay.
Most of them were. So anyways, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm joking.
Are you? I'm hurting.
No,
I'm just trying to make you feel how I felt when I had to give them the answer.
You know what?
Oh, damn.
Mess with me, will ya?
So, Brittany, tell us, what's your number? What's your count?
She just said
my pretend count is 7, but my real count, oh gosh, I don't know. I think I stopped counting, but I want to say I don't know. Ballpark it. I think it was. Oh my god, I don't know. Maybe
you see, and you tell me I take too long to answer.
No, do it. I want to say like. Maybe 50 to 80.
Oh. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, okay, I could definitely see that.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
No, what I'm saying is because you are a fun person and you're very free-spirited. You're very open to stuff.
The clown
is
free-spirited.
Well, hey, but you know what? It makes you the person that you are, and we love you for it.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying.
I just have to find a gentleman that loves that too. But you know what? I think I'll find the right one when I give them my number, and then they're gonna be like, "It's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right. You're 50. It makes sense." I was like,
my god!
Because I'm not 50, but my number has reduced significantly now. Like I'm not really doing anything anymore.
Oh.
So I hope that by the time I'm 50, like it catches up the number. Like it makes sense. Because my body count is low now. Like
you're gonna keep it that way until you're
50.
Think,
until I'm 50. Like guess
so
what?
you're like in semi-retirement mode.
Semi-retirement.
Right.
Yep.
Semi.
It's a little dusty right now.
Well, we can always send you the plumber guy.
Oh, the plumber.
We could always send you the plumber that went to Rara's house.
Oh yeah.
And then boom.
Remember?
No, I don't remember.
He was a young fella.
Oh, you do remember?
Oh, that's right.
Rara's eyes perked up, just like whoa.
He was because he was a cutie. That's why.
Yes. Very nice.
Yes, he was. Yes. So thank you so much, guys, for sharing. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Hey.
Body counts.
Body counts.
Can you believe that?
So, guys, the next episode we're going to be talking about. I can't believe
there was 30 to 40, Raw Dog.
Oh,
Don't be lying.
Hey, it is what it is.
You know what? Hit yourself a little smack in the face.
Okay, I will do a little smack in the face. There it is.
Boom, because you're lying.
No, I like it.
Oh, damn.
Now do it on my butt.
Okay, but let me ask you this, Raw Dog. Have you ever dated a woman where the number just surprised you?
You know, I've never asked a woman. I've never brought it up. I have no need to bring it up because I'm enjoying the experience that she has from her past, and she's using it on me to make me feel good. So hey, I'm not gonna question that. We're good.
You don't care.
I don't care.
That's amazing. Why do you think people ask? Well, at least men. What do you think? Why would men ask that then?
I think insecurities or self-esteem issues. That would be the biggest thing I would say, because if you just were a very shy person and you don't know how to talk to people and you finally get to be intimate and you've only been intimate that one time with that person, or many times with that one person, and that person has been intimate many more times, I think there's a little bit of like jealousy on the male person. Like, how come I didn't get this far?
Oh, that's a good point.
You know, how come? What did I do wrong that I did not get this far? Why don't I have this kind of a body count? You know what I mean?
So what I'm hearing you say is that they were jealous of me.
That's right, girl.
You know what? Honestly, I thought it was more of a, okay, you know, she's had, you know, a certain type of equipment. What if my equipment is not enough for what she's used to? I thought it was more that, but actually I like that.
Raw dog, we like that.
Yeah, that theory better because there's a lot of men that are jealous of.
Of course. Well, like I said, most of those guys that you're telling this to, and they're like, "Oh my God, you had more than 2 partners. Oh my God, you whore!" But and then you ask them what their number is, and they're like, "I've only been with 3 people." That should tell you a lot. They don't get around. They were probably very private. They don't do other stuff. I mean, hey, ask them, when was the last time did you go to the club, or when was the last time you did this, or when was the last time you did that, to meet somebody and see if you can get there. Most of the guys are like, well, I'm kind of, you know, I know a young man right now that's getting married, and he's only been with 1 woman, and he loves his woman, and that's it.
That's beautiful.
Only been with 1 person?
Just 1 person.
That's all he needs.
Is he young?
He's young.
You know what I was listening to when, because I listened to some weird stuff, but you know what I was listening to is that they were saying that what is it, the new generation, Gen Zs are not losing their virginity till later on in life.
Oh yeah,
like some of them are not losing until in their late 20s. The body count is not as high.
I'm gonna call BS on that. I'm going to call BS on that only because, but you know what? That's something that we're going to need to be discussing in our next episode, ladies. So here we go.
BS.
Oh, yeah. Ending this right, people.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Body count.
Body counts, people.
Because I want to talk in a deep voice right now.
Wow.
From Dating Diary. Thank you,
Body
and have
counts.
a good night, everybody. Yeah.